Mr. Speaker, I rise today in the spirit of competition, in support of American workers, and as an advocate for a government that seeks to provide economic certainty for the businesses that create jobs in this country. Last night, Mr. Speaker, the House voted on bipartisan trade agreements with Colombia, Panama, and South Korea. These agreements represent an opportunity to compete, grow jobs, and to promote American exports. Here's what we know, Mr. Speaker. 95% of the world's customers live outside this great country. Here's another thing, Mr. Speaker. If America gives itself the opportunity to compete with other countries, like these three agreements will, American manufacturing and farmers will deliver, and we will all win. Job creation is red, white, and blue. It's definitely a red, white, and blue issue. And that is why you saw both Democrats and Republicans coming together yesterday to provide opportunity for American exports to compete. In the 17th District of Illinois, in which I represent, I recently visited a company that makes the big mining trucks. 80% of those trucks ship outside of the United States of America. This company employs 3,000 workers, which is equal to supplying jobs to 2,400 of those. These jobs are dependent upon exports. The same company also manufactures bulldozers. 8 out of 10 of those are sold to buyers from overseas. Yet again, this is an example of jobs being created because of the demand for American products by customers in the global economy. These trade agreements will reduce tariffs on goods and remove barriers that are currently in place. By leveling the playing field for our manufacturers and farmers, we can further promote these cornerstones of the American economy. We need to enact these policies that strengthen our manufacturing base, which is why I am co-sponsoring legislation offered by my colleague and friend, Dan Lipinski, which will pave the way for our national manufacturing strategy. 3 million manufacturing jobs and almost 4 million ag jobs are dependent upon U.S. exports. The independent U.S. International Trade Commission estimates that these agreements will increase American-made exports by $13 billion and inject $10 billion to our GDP. President Obama estimates that these jobs could create 250,000 jobs. According to the Congressional Research Service, the last time the United States signed a trade agreement was back in 2006 with Peru. These 3 trade agreements the House passed last night could have been sent to Congress back in 2009. Every day we delay is a day we deny American workers job opportunities to compete. These trade agreements aren't about rhetoric, they are about results. We cannot afford to sit on the sidelines anymore while other countries enter into trade agreements with Colombia, Panama, and South Korea, causing us to lose more of the market share. Again, I support these free trade agreements. If as a country we are allowed to compete, I know we will deliver. With that, I yield back my time.
The gentleman yields.